Good morning. It's a Friday, normally a day that would be a day off from the church activities and the church duties and chores and opportunities, a day for things around the house and around the family. And often for me it's a day of working on things like projects and things that need fixing and need doing, and I've got one of those today. We have a bit of a problem with part of my little bridge decking here. And it comes to mind that, yes, while it might be a day off from the normal church things, when you pray to God and say, "Speak to me, help me understand you, help me understand a word you might have for me or for others," if you're going to pray that prayer, then you have to be ready for the fact that God can give you that thought anytime and anywhere. She gave it to me on Friday morning. So I have a deck, and you ponder that question, how do we fix things? Well, in life we can be often tempted to say, all I really need is a hammer, and I can fix most everything. And if one hammer doesn't work, we just need a bigger hammer. But sometimes wisdom is that which says simply a larger hammer is not necessarily what we need. What we need is the right tools. And in this particular case, certainly a hammer and a couple nails would do the job, but I think that a better tool and a better solution is the tools that are made for it. Using the right tool for the right job. Simple enough around the house, easily something that we can appreciate and apply that knowledge and wisdom. But maybe sometimes we have other things that we're trying to fix, like relationships, things with people. And although the hammer on occasion may be tempting, the hammer's not the best thing to use for fixing a relationship. It's likely to simply make things worse. But we have some wisdom that comes to us from Scripture. If we look in the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8, "Finally, all of you, live in harmony with one another, be sympathetic, love as brothers, be compassionate and humble. Do not repay evil with evil or insult with insult, but with blessing, because of this you are called so that you may inherit a blessing. For whoever would love life and see good days must keep his tongue from evil and his lips from deceitful speech. He must turn from evil and do good. He must seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their prayer. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil." Fixing a relationship first takes responsibility of saying it's ours to help fix. That's the humble part, and remembering, like so much of Scripture tells us, that we are just as culpable for so many things. None of us are perfect. We contribute to problems. The wanting to fix a relationship, to have a better relationship with others. And then going through the process saying, how do we help fix that? How do we approach them? How do we look to them and care for them and love them and follow that which God has given us? And that we don't use the physical hammer or the proverbial one, beating them over the head with a Bible or with tradition or with our expectations of what they're supposed to do. But how do we love and care for each other and recognize that and say, how can we help fix this relationship? And we do that with prayer. And we do that with love. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it takes a long time, and sometimes it doesn't work very well at all. But all we can do is the best we can do, and to do that in the way that follows the teachings of Christ. So a thought for you today, something to meditate on. Do you have someone who you need to fix a relationship with, who you want to fix a relationship with? And how do we do that with love?